Hello and thank you for watching. I'm Jennifer Bowman with Olympia Piano, and today is the fourth video in the Dozen a Day Group 5 series. And in this video we'll do two exercises, number 7 and 8. And the way the video will work is that there will be a few tips on the exercise, then a slow playthrough, and then a quick playthrough. So if you'd like to move around the video, just go to the description and use the timestamps to do that. We'll start with number 7. I'll give you two things to work on, and then I'm also going to give you two challenges at the end. The first thing that this exercise works on is, again, a diatonic exercise. We're just working on C scales, but there's a couple special things about the C scale. We're going to go up the keyboard and down the keyboard, but we're not going in the interval of an octave. We're going in the interval of a tenth, which provides some harmony. But it also provides some challenge because when you're going on the white keys, sometimes it feels a little strange to do that scale starting on E with finger 1, okay? So what we're gonna do to lock in that fingering that might feel a little bit different is we're gonna go over the scale not in the rhythm portrayed on the music. We're gonna do a long, short rhythm just to lock in that different feel for the right hand. So it will go like this. Short, long, short, long, short, long. So during the longs, you're thinking of what that next fingering is. And you can do that all the way up and down the keyboard. The second thing we're going to work on is incorporating rhythm and dynamics together. So what we're going to do is on beat 2, we're going to do what I call sneaking in. Just come in a little bit softer so then you can make a crescendo to that next longer note. All right, so it will be like this. Cut back. All right, those are the two objectives. Get familiar with the C scale in the interval of a tenth. It's going to feel a little bit different, and it's going to sound a little bit different too. Then we'll incorporate that sneaking in concept so we can continue growing to the top. This exercise, because it's eighth notes, will be played on the tip portion of the finger. Remember, we find that by standing up, and you'll find the grip point of those tips. We'll just have a couple roll-ups at the end where we would use the whole finger pad. And then the other thing is test your seating position so that you can lean up here and down here. You might not even need to lean, but just make sure that that feels comfortable. Okay? Ready? Go. Sneak in. Getting louder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reset. 1. Comfortable for you. Now let's do a quicker playthrough. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, reset. 1. That is fun to play, right? So here's your two challenges. Challenge number 1 is trying a different fingering. So instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, just do your C major fingering. So start on 3. So the fingering would be, instead of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, it would be 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So the fingers would stay in a C scale fingering, but you would be starting on E. So let's try that slowly. Challenge number 1. Ready, go. 4, reset, sneak in. 2, 3, 4. I've always practiced my scales in thirds and tenths the way that I just showed you. So that feels really comfortable for me. Please let me know in the comments which one felt more comfortable for you. Here's challenge number 2. Because this is a diatonic exercise, I would like you to try it in a different key, and I'm just going to stay consistent here. Let's do it in the key of D. I'll show you the diatonic with my comfort zone, which would be keeping the fingering of the D scale, so starting on finger 3 with the right hand. Okay, so key of D major, challenge number 2. Ready, go. 4, come down. 2, 3, 4. So let me know how you did with that in the comments. And by the way, if you did the other fingering, you would have your thumbs on the black keys, which is not necessarily a bad thing. There's different schools of thought on that. Plenty of times in music, you will be putting your thumb on black keys. So I don't like to avoid it. This one, it might be a little bit awkward right there. Try that in different keys. You could also do minor keys when you're transposing. So exercise 8, running down a hill. We've got some objectives here. We've got quick scales kind of overlapping, playing on the tips. They're going to be C scales or diatonic scales within the key of C, but they're not starting on C. So they're kind of scales using the middle notes of C, starting on Gs. Then we've got some tempo markings. Presto at the beginning, which is one of the quickest tempo markings, going to moderato at the end, so changing that rhythm there, and a little bit of pedal at the end. We're going to use the whole entire piano, so fun in that regard. So if you look carefully at your music, you're going to see the hands alternating. So we've got the right hand are going to have the stems up and the left hand stems down. So we start in the treble clef and then we go to the bass clef, both hands. And so just pay attention to where those stems are going, which direction they're going. We're going to start with a ledger line. So the ledger lines in the right hand, 1 ledger line is A, 2 ledger lines is C, 3 ledger lines is E, and 4 ledger lines is G. This is going to be playing on the tips, so I really want you to feel the energy flowing through your hands with your hands in position. So we're going to get our hands in position. What we're going to do is, in essence, roll through the notes on our tips. So roll the energy through with your hands basically on the keys, barely lifting at all, like this. And then did you notice when I played that, my right hand got ready because it's going to have to do what I call an overlap. And that means it's going to come down. Right hand finger 4 is going to come where left hand finger 4 just played. So I'm rolling through, roll through, left hand gets ready. So when the hands switch, they'll have a whole step between in the middle, but then an overlap on the switch. So we'll do 4 of those. So rolling through, playing on the tips, getting the hands ready in position for the next one. Then when we finish the last one, it'll be down here and your hands are going to stay in position. So the right hand's going to stay just where it is. We do the last roll through. And then pedal comes on. When you switch to the half note, because that's where the moderato is, make that a little bit slower in tempo. So if we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And then with regards to which finger to play these, I think it works well to either do 1, 5, 5, or 1, 3, 5. The pedal will go down right after you play this chord. So play, pedal, and then just move your left hand during the pedal. Hands and pedal will release together. Okay, let's do the slow playthrough. I'm going to do the 16ths about this fast, so you can feel that rolling motion. I'd like you to try to listen very carefully when you switch your hands so there's no bumps there. All right, let's get started with G. Ready, and roll through, move right away. presto tempo. When you go presto, make sure that your right hand's moving really fast so it can go down and do a quick turnaround on that note that is shared, okay? You might have noticed when I did it a little quicker, I got my body set behind, so I wasn't reaching out like this, but I actually leaned over a little bit. That's a pretty good idea to do. That's it for today's lesson. I hope that you found it helpful, and I hope you'll stick with me to the end of the Dozen a Day book. A couple more to go. I would just want to say thank you for watching my channel, doing these videos with me, and all of the support that you give me in this piano journey. Thank you for asking good questions. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for mentioning my channel and your social media. Thank you for donating to the channel. It frees up time for me to create more content like this. So look in the description if you are moved to do that. If you've watched my channel for a long time, you know I love to know where you're from. So please let me know that in the comments, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. As always, thank you for watching.